Offenlicht is here, and so is Delise. So I'm actually not feeling like doing it live, but I don't know why I'm doing it. I've been thinking about it, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it. And when you don't want to do it, I don't know how the lives go, like how they turn out. But let's do it just for the sake of doing something, and see how it goes. If it goes well, we'll continue, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. So today I have a perfume from House of Hellenist. First time I'd seen them was in Excellence of 2024, 2023. I don't know what was it. 2023, 2024. I had seen him there, but I had not tested anything from them. Hi Sandra, how are you? And I don't remember I did again, like in the because Excellence gets so busy like around stuff, and this wasn't a brand that was known to me. They may have been just busy by the booth or something. I just passed by. I didn't try anything from them, and I thought I had samples of the house, and I went and looked the stuff that I had brought back, but I didn't see anything. Scent of today, La Douleur Exquise. What do you think of it, Offenlicht? No, he's gone. Part of the reason I'm not feeling up to it is this is my first time that I am staying behind and he's traveling on his own, and it's kind of really hard. It's kind of really, really hard when it's just like too quiet, even though I still have the little one with me here, but it's kind of too quiet and I don't like it, and I just miss him so much. He's kind of my my very kind-hearted, sweet boy. So it's just that. There's that. Scent of today, Bois d'Armani. I am great. I used to have a travel spray of Le Bras de Morphée. Travel spray Bras de Morphée. They sold it when the novelty effect wore off. Yeah. Instant Love. I need it. Like I assume no, just the oldest one. The oldest one has gone to a soccer camp in Europe. Yeah. So it's a little sad. He's a good kid, very good kid. My oldest one is a really, really good kid. I mean, he's just a little bit like high energetic and high tempo. But other than that, he's always kind of like asking me what perfumes I want from there that he's going to. Like he's such a kind-hearted boy. And anyways, weird when you are in a big house that's usually full of life and then feels empty. I know, and even my little one was saying, it's like, I don't like this. It's so quiet. And I'm like, I don't like it. Are there any waffles late or I'm too late? No, the waffles were eaten, but we had the batter for tomorrow. Kiddo taking a break. Yes, kiddo taking a break from the mama. So let's go back to the House of Hellenist. Speaking an RN who always tells me you have the weirdest and like most obscure perfumes. I don't know. Maybe this will sound the most obscure perfume, but it is what it is. What vanilla did kiddo pick yesterday? He likes Guerlain Extrait. He picked that one as his favorite, which is interesting. Because I thought he would pick Black Tie, because Black Tie has iris. He likes iris. He really loves iris, but he did end up picking up Guerlain Extrait. I think Black Tie was a little bit too mature for him. I don't know for you. Yeah, he always has expensive taste. Like, and he really knows his brands and stuff. So it's fun going shopping with him. Like, because he would just go through a brand of clothing and like he cares actually what he wears and stuff. Versus my little one doesn't give it two shites about it. Right. Did not like Zuzu. He did like Zuzu, but he thought. Afterwards, I asked him, why didn't you pick Zuzu? And he said Zuzu was a little bit, was not as kind of elegant that he thought it would be. He's like, the Guerlain Extrait was a little bit more elegance into it. That's what he says. Zuzu gives me a bit of fluffy vanilla ice cream. Yes, I think that's probably what he got. He liked it. I'm not saying that he didn't like it, but He extra extrait of which one? Oh, Guerlain Vanilla Plentiful. Yeah, I think he did like it, but he thought it was a little bit too. He may have thought it's a little bit childish for him, which is like fine, fine. I like Zuzu, right? It's a nice, comforting one, but that's what he is. He's actually like in some ways he's never been. My oldest has never like talked in baby voice ever. Like ever since he started talking with his own voice, he never babies anything. Even my little one, I don't even think that I have heard that he's 5 years old. I don't think he always baby talks, which kind of drives everyone insane in this house. But my oldest one is like has always been a little bit more grown up than his age. And also, yeah, he is totally like you'd see like he picks up the shoes like this shoes for school, and I'm like, oh my god, why are those grandpa shoes that you're picking up for school? Like there's no is a lot of white and black, and he's not into flashy colors by any means. Like he's like, oh no mom, that's too babyish. So that's good. My son will not talk baby. I know it's just so annoying. It's just like stop babying, dude. But like I mean it's our own fault. We always call him baby in his first name, so maybe it was a little bit that. Often licht is still baby dogs. What? All right, so let's talk. Actually, Wally asked me to do like I think he had Hellenist or has tried Hellenist, and then he wanted me to try this one. What does it say about the brand? It says a person. Hellenist means a person living in a Hellenistic times, who was Greek in language, outlook, and way of life, but was not Greek in ancestry. An imposter. And two, a new fragrance brand inspired by Greece. Its timeless landscape and universal cultural heritage. Okay. Greek cultural heritage is part of our collective memory, a poetic unconscious made of stories, images, and sensations that filled our childhood imagination. By mixing art and perfume to bring back legends and forgotten heroes, Hellenist subtly summons memories into a sweet feeling of eternity where time has no more hold. Ooh, Temple of Memories. Okay, so there's also a bunch of stuff. Tribute to raw beauty, Mediterranean pride. All right. I don't know who the perfumers are. The creative team. Let's see who's the creative team. Is the Jean David Jacobi. He had gone, apparently, I don't know where he is from, but this guy had gone to Greece at age of 6 and fell in love with it and has a true passion for Mediterranean, blah, blah, blah. More than 20 years experience in the luxury and fragrance industry, where he has had major roles in big international groups. 2024, so then I've seen him probably 2024. He decided to launch Hellenist with an ambition to share with the world his passions for Greece and the scent creation. And apparently Carlo Amen is the guy who designs these, like the designs on the bottles is by Carlo Amen. From canvas to skin, from concrete to steel, why would Carlo Amen plays with materials, shapes, and colors to help us discover a universe of his own. His style is called Neo-Cubist or something. And the perfumer is Alexandra Carling, which I have not heard anything about before. Let me just catch up with the comments. What's happening here? I hate when my fiance talks to my son in a baby voice. Oh, guys, Delise has a son. We did not know that. Offenlicht, I didn't understand what you said. He said something. And the juice in your bottle looks really dark. Yes, it's quite dark. This actually comes in this line. It's surprising for an iris perfume. Like it kind of this dark in like right off the bat. It's not something like that is aged or anything. Like I don't even know. Anyways, okay, let's go. You miss him so much. I can say I do. Don't make me cry. I'm so happy for him, and I'm happy that he's going, and this is an experience once in a lifetime. He may actually meet a very prominent soccer player, and at the end, because they're saying it's a surprise visit, so I don't know, he will be very, very excited, but it's just like it's a piece of you and a piece of your heart that like just leaves, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe how much I miss him. That's absolutely really, really hard. Swallow my tears. I really love the brother Morphée. Have you tried the new La Nuit de 300? No, 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 I haven't. And I'm going to take a look at, actually, I'm just going to go through the house with you guys like live here. Hi, Awais Han. And what's happening? I hope you are reading comprehension gets. Guys, don't fight. The moths don't fight. I only read. Oh, God. The funny thing is that you have seen a few people commenting. I have seen a few people commenting on Hellenist Morphée, them of the Irish ganache, that preferred it over Irish ganache. Really? I can go get my Irish ganache. Well, off the top of my head, I didn't think of Irish ganache. Hi Raymond, how are you? I see resemblance with IG, Iris Ganache, but the iris in IG is more buttery. Yes, I think that's kind of like, this wasn't that kind of iris. It was a little bit more, I don't know, it has a little bit of a fizz into it. This is a weird thing to say, but Iris Ganache is real smooth. Like there's that butteriness that is in there, and eventually there's white chocolate that once in a while I can smell, but this is not that. I'm revealing too many secrets. I know. And IG doesn't have that aromatic, yes, edge that brought on by the violet leaf. Yes, I think that's what I'm thinking about, the fizz. They are bringing Maradona back from the dead. No, let's just leave him there. He's sober now. That was a horrible thing to say about somebody who died, and it's actually a soccer star. That was horrible. I am, thank you. Hope you're as well. Okay, so good. So now Alexandra Carlin, at the age of 18, she happened to hear an interview with a famous perfumer on the radio. She had just discovered the job of her dreams. Her vision of the future was turned upside down. She had imagined becoming a journalist or novelist, yet avid reader, in love with words and images alike, abandoned all literary ambitions in favor of chemistry studies. Oh, great. A Parisian born and bred, she trained in Grasse, New York and Paris, where she finally collaborated with the perfumer from the radio, Maurice Roussel. Oh, interesting. Who became her mentor. She likes to mix different arts together and enriches her creations with her diverse tastes and travels, which have helped deepen her olfactory culture and her first-hand experience of natural raw material, career-minded, neither academic nor docile. She enjoys exploring different paths and subverting expectations, and she looks quite young, like she looks in her 30s. And then there's another perfumer. There's Susie Healy. Also looks quite young. It's probably late 20s. I don't know. That's from the picture. And she had worked with Enic Menardo, which was her mentor. Interesting. And then there is, they have like a few perfumers. So there's another perfumer is Pierre Constantin Ngueros. Never heard of him. What are the things about him? That he's passionate. He worked something in Dubai. Internationally took him from Germany to New York and then Dubai, where each culture enriched his olfactory palette before he ultimately returned to Paris. Both perfumer and botanist. Oh, he's botanist. He cultivates his own garden in Provence. Oh, beautiful. Interesting. There's Maurice Roussel himself. So there's that. And so those are the 4 perfumers that have been listed here on the website. And I think the house is, in France. However, you can get the bottles from Lucky Scent. So I got my bottle from Lucky Scent. And I'm still waiting to be charged for tax and duties, unless they've charged me already when they were bringing it. So I'm not sure what's happening there. They also have a Discovery Kit. I will catch up with the text in a minute. Discovery kits are travel size, 15 mLs. Can you choose which ones you want? No, I think the 315 mLs. Let's see, you might also like. Oh, okay. So they have travel size bottles, which is like cute because it has kind of the same label, but although I think that the bottles in the 15 mLs are round with a metal cap. And 15 mLs are 48 USD each, or 128 for the pack of 3. Or they have discovery kit of 5 perfumes, and that is, let's learn more, and that is $30. Reasonable. Which includes the new La Nuit de 300 or something. La Nuit de 300. Let's say it right, okay. And let's see what else is in here. No, nothing, that's about it. Okay, so let's go back. What's happening here? Oh God, I fell behind you. They're bringing, oh no, I said that. Maurice Roussel as a mentor. No wonder this has cashmere. Does he have a big thing for cashmere? I have no idea. You know what? Like, funny enough, when I started like with perfumes, I didn't give two shits about who the perfumers were, and that's bad. I know that. That's bad. I know that. I didn't really give two shits about it until like when entered with you guys. Like, you started like I knew few people, like, but not a lot until like 2024. I didn't really like read up about perfumers. I didn't know their genre and style and stuff, and until I started at Rich's Discord, I didn't know anything a lot about the perfumers. So that is about me and my lack of knowledge about perfumers. Sorry, perfumers, and I know that's awful. Probably secretly in love with Maurice Roussel. Ooh. Dante Bras is a big dollop of cashmere. Yes, I have Dante Bras. I just don't have Parfum de 13, but I have a Dante Bras. I just got my first massage in like 5 years. I feel light and fluttery. Did the massage come with a happy ending? Can't hold myself to make these stupid jokes. Anyways, let's go from there. Move on. Delise. Who? Oh God. And Aaron is behind me. Hi, Bobby. How are you? Most definitely, she needs a green card to stay in America. Who? Your fiance? All right. Raymond says, I just wore Boss Bottle Absolute by Susie. She also has done some Urban and Zara. Oh, interesting. Raymond, I like the bottled elixir, surprisingly decent amber patchouli. Interesting. Just get it before it gets reformulated, because that's how it is, right? Like, if these designers put out something that's nice, most definitely you know that they're gonna reformulate the shit out of it. Oh, by the way, guys, whoever is into MFK, I read something about somebody said they have reformulated Ciel de Gamme. Was that a thing? I don't think Ciel de Gamme was ever reformulated, unless that's a really new thing. They may have like been talking about Reflet d'Ombre, which was supposed to be a kind of reformulation of the Ciel de Gamme, but it isn't at all. Anyways, if anyone knows, just let me know. They're similar. Elixir is a bit less sweet. Susie did Acne Studio, which I believe you are not a big fan of. It's yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. It's just too juvenile, to be honest. Acne Studio just didn't stand out to me, and definitely does not worth the full price. Hi Nina, how are you? Susie Healy is also behind the Acne Studio. I met her and she's sweet. Oh, nice. Nice, very nice. Sebastian believed it was reformulated. Oh, Ciel de Gamme? Is that a new thing that Sebastian came up with? Not came up with, but I don't know if there's any truth to it. But anyways, I have a bottle. I have to check my batch code. I don't know what my batch code is on that one. This house also has some candles which have like designs close to like the design on the bottle. So it's interesting. It's just plain white, and then has like, it's like almost like a head of a person, and there's like 2 big ears. Like, it's very interesting. All right, so let's go to the description of the perfume. So from the perfumes, they have 5 perfumes in their collection. There's the La Nuit de 300, Le Chant d'Achille. I don't know how you say it. Do you say Achille in France or Achille? It's probably Achille. L'Ombre d'Artémis, Le Brame de Morphée, and Les Dieux au Bain. Interesting names. I really like the browse. Okay. Black Guava from BTSO and Bitter Splash from DVN that are on my sniff list. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've tried Bitter Splash. Like, let's try Les Bras de Morphée. And if anyone knows what the name means, I don't know. It's like arms that are morphed. Like I don't know Morphée, what the Morphée means in French anyway. So like that is not my thing. So the description of the fragrance is an ethereal veil, a suspended embrace between dream and reality. The Bras de Morphée is an enchanting fragrance driven by the nobility of Oris. It is hypnotic. Its hypnotic cloud-like trail softens with amber touches where vanilla, hazelnut, and tonka bean melt into a comforting and elegant caress. Caress? Yeah, okay, caress. A shield, yeah, okay. It just talks about the Morpheus arms. Okay. Arms, storyline. Arms around me like a wave of ecstasy, an artificial paradise to heal my melancholy. I can't say that word today. An invisible belonging, an untold addiction, hypnotic and powdery. His scent is my shelter in total intimacy. Oh. The notes mentioned here are the top notes are the violet leaf, peach, heliotrope. Middle notes are orris, violet, hazelwood. What is hazelwood? Never heard of that one. It's an accord. Okay, so hazelwood is an accord. Base note is vanilla, tonka bean, and cashmere. Of course, it has cashmere. Morpheus was the god of dreams and the leader of the Onirua, the dreams spirit. Oh, nice. So let's see what in the perfumer's word. Jean David, so this is by Jean David, wanted a hug, soft and comforting fragrance that envelopes you. He spontaneously thought of Iris and his powdery signature. And in Greek mythology, Morpheus, the son of sleep and night, is the deity of dreams. Thus, I envisioned a dreamed, fantasized, idealized Iris with all its facets pushed to the extreme. The powdery, enveloping, and comforting facets are accentuated by violet and vanilla almondy notes of tonka bean and heliotrope. The naturally green, vegetal, and crisp facets are intensified by violet leaf and hazel. What is hazel? And the woody. So there's no hazelnut in this one. I'd assume hazelnut would be an accord, although there's a hazelnut oil, so I don't know. Ruddy and earthy facets are reinforced by cashmere and touches of vetiver. But then why Suzy Lehili says that about Jean David? Anyways, okay, so I don't know who the perfumer is at this point. Okay, so let's see. Off topic, do Iranians have curry type food? Yes, we do have curry type food, but it's not not the same. It's a little bit less, it's a little bit waterier. Like we call them stew, like rather than curry. So it's like a meat with like featuring one vegetable. Like usually it could be eggplant, it could be like herbs stew, like there's a lot of dried herbs and meat, and then it could be carrots. And I love that one actually. And it's quite simple, but like the flavors on it is really, really good. So that's what our thing is. Just got some curry. Nice. In French, being Morpheus' arms means you are asleep and dreaming. Oh, okay. Your armpits are gonna. Lovely Sandra. What did Sandra said? Yeah. Okay. Let's now. Let's see now. I have it on. As soon as I put it on, like it has changed a little bit already. I think I put it on like in 30 minutes ago, and it has changed a little bit. Now, from right off bat, it's not something that I have not smelled, but consider that I have 150, probably over 150 um, iris perfumes. I am thinking of doing a series called 150 Shades of Iris, and do maybe 5 iris perfumes at a time. Now, I don't know if I want to do it. Now, I don't know if I want to do it in like lives or I do it in videos. Not sure, but we'll get there. Hey there, love from Canada. How are you today? Oh, hi. Thank you. Thank you, Denise. Give a like and subscribe. What are we up to today? So we are reviewing from the House of Hellenist, fellow Canadian. This is from House of the Hellenist, and this is Le Bras de Morphée. That's what it is. That sounds. Oh, yeah, I'm hungry. Actually, right, you guys. I may make some Iranian food today. All right. So when I put it on, the first thing that hit my nose, it was something like fizzy and not sparkly, but like vegetal and fizzy. And that's probably the violet leaf that I'm getting out of this, that it just pops in right off the bat. Now I'm going to spray it fresh again. I have it on me right now. Yeah, and there's it there. But it's not sometimes I like with violet leaf, I can get a gasoline kind of thing smell from it. It's not that. It's not that, and not at all. It just gives it a little bit of a, ooh, and the heliotrope. It gives it a little bit of a fizz, and it's gone already. I can't smell it anymore. It was just like for a 3-second opening, very bright opening in terms of the fizz. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but that's what I'm getting from the violet leaf here. And here comes heliotrope. To be honest, I did not detect any peach. Not even, and it's not because it's not a Peche Mirage peach or a Mitsuko peach. It's just there's no peach. I don't get any peach on this one. Anyway, if anyone had, oh, thank you, Denise. If anyone, Denise says supports to you. You deserve the love. Thank you very much. If anyone has tried this, and let me know if you're getting any peach in this one. So let's see. Can I have that crispy Iranian rice? Oof, that's really good. I'm gonna, guys, you make me want to have some Iranian food. Does sound like violet leaf. Yeah, maybe some aldehydes. Yeah, I don't. It's No, it's not like the violet leaf fizziness is a little bit different than aldehydes to me. The aldehyde is a lot more fizzy in the fizzy scale, and the violet leaves have a little bit of a facet of that, but it's not to that extreme. Sometimes in some perfumes, but in some perfumes it comes really like a gasoline smell in that way when it's like really turned on. But this is not coming that way. I'm not getting any peach out of this, but now Iris is starting, or Oris is starting to show up now. And when I put it on, I did not think of hazelnut at all. If anything, it's like some like a woody, in general kind of terms. Like it's nothing with the hazelnut here. There's a beautiful peach color and shade today. You look like bottle of cocoa. Oh, thank you very much. That's a compliment. I am a writer in my free time, and I'm working on my first novel. Oh, interesting. I write a lot of senses, and smell is one big one I like to use. And how you describe scent is great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a lot of images. Even when I'm saying fizz, is not a fizz that I'm smelling, it's a fizz that I'm seeing in a beverage. Like, it's so weird. I also have synesthesia, probably, to a certain degree, so that's gonna mix things up a little bit. I didn't get any peach either. Delise got some peach at the massage. That is germs, not him. I've never gotten any peach from this. Yeah, I don't think it's any peach in this one. Fizz makes sense, yes. So it's like the first opening, it comes to like just the first time that when you like crack a can of fizzy drink and you hear that noise, and or you pour a fizzy drink, that's the image that comes to me first. But then quickly that goes away and it just becomes something like a heliotrope and comfort and kind of powdery thing that comes with it. And then iris shows up. I don't get a lot of violet either, but I know that violet and iris, basically they coexist in a lot of perfumes together. But this is more iris than violet in some ways, and I didn't get any hazelnut either. Vanilla is there in the background for now, anyways. Let me see on my skin. Yeah, so much more vanilla and tonka on my skin than it is on the scent strip. Interestingly, yeah, it's a lot more tonka. It's a lot more tonka on my skin than it is on the strip that's showing up. I don't know if that's how the dry down develops over time. No hazelnut, neither on my skin nor on the tester strip. It's more just like a general, generic. It's like you're walking into a wood shop, right? Like just imagine yourself, you're walking to a this is a weird image. Now I have it all together. You're going to see your favorite carpenter. I don't know what you want to say. Like they are working on stuff, and there's like this kind of wood, like dust in the air. That you walk in there, but you have in your hand. You just pop open a can of a fizzy drink. You get that fizz in the opening, and it comes like they have somehow in this wood shop. They have this kind of what I'm thinking of, it's a blanket, like a fuzzy blanket that's probably represents heliotrope and iris. And there's this kind of smell of the wood dust, and this whole thing comes together. I don't know why I have that image, but anyways, that's the image that comes to my mind. What is it? We need a smell-o-vision. Yes, exactly, smell-o-vision. But smell-o-visions are weird. Like it might not make sense at all, but that's what I'm getting from the elements in this perfume. Anything similar to Dante Bra? I will go get my Dante Bra. Maybe just because of the name, I'm curious. Yes, I didn't think more tonka on my skin too. Yes, much more tonka on my skin, and even vanilla. Like again, like here, it's a lot more iris dominant, iris and heliotrope dominant, versus on my skin. Iris is still there, but like equally with, but vanilla is not too sweet. It's just a vanilla. It's not like a lot of more tonka than vanilla anyways. It's always there, but there's some video game accessory where you load scents into in this contraption, and when you do certain things in the game, it releases scents for immersive experience. Whoa, really interesting. I didn't know that. Not only that, but also the mentor makes curious if there's similarity to Enrique Menardo's creations. I feel it's a gimmick, but it's funny. Yeah, I know it's something, to add to the experience. I smell hazelnut, but like dried pod shaving. Yeah, I mean, like hazelnut is. So I know a lot of like hazelnut, when you talk about hazelnut, and nuts aren't too big, I find, in North America, and like people don't eat nuts just as a snack, I find. I mean, even though it's available to eat as a snack, but that's not kind of traditionary or culture to eat nuts as a snack. But where I come from, that's our kind of winter snack that traditionally, there was not a lot of fruits were available in the winter, and we have a lot of nuts and a lot of like hazelnut, walnut, and not almonds. Hazelnut and walnut in Iran comes from my province. So it is very visceral to me. Like, and when they roast the hazelnut, I can smell that roasted hazelnut thing. So this doesn't bring me any of that. I know there is one perfume from Extra EPC. What is it called? Experimental Perfume Club, and that's called Tonka Extreme or something like that. Tonka Extraordinaire, and that one has a real kind of really visceral hazelnut note in it, but not this one. That lipstick, 10 out of 10 with unsalted for Aura Historia. Nice. Really great hazelnut experience recently was this, Sunlit Ridge from Bath and Body Works. Oh, interesting. Grapefruit, hazelnut, and moss. So good. Awesome. Hazelnut is a 1 million lady. Lucky I have not tried. I only think of Nutella. Yes, I know. It's kind of like when for you guys, like you think of, like for me, for example, let's say pistachio. Pistachio has different facets for me anyways, because we used to get the, back home, one thing is very popular. It's a pistachio jam, and you get the pistachio, the nut, when it's green with the outer shell of green, and then you cook that jam in the house, and there's no hard shell in there, right? And when you cook it, and then that's the whole thing becomes the jam, or the shell becomes the jam. You can make a jam out of the shell. So it's green, and then when it matures a little bit, it turns like a red. You don't want it to be too red. You want it to be kind of a green and red in between. So you shell out the 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 pistachio, and you make a jam out of that. So there's a pistachio smell coming from that that's quite green, but also has like teeny tiny bit of aspect of nuttiness in there. And then there's fresh pistachio that's not roasted, and then there's the pistachio that's roasted. They all have different like smells in there. Same thing with walnut. I don't know if you guys ever like have seen like a fresh walnut. Like the fresh walnut has a really thick green shell, like a outer shell, and that has a certain smell. It's a little bit camphorous, actually, that smell. And then it gets to the hard shell, and when it's fresh, and when you open the walnut, I don't know. So the dried walnut would have like there's the inner skin of the walnut that covers it's a little bit the flesh of the walnut. When it's fresh, that inner skin, it's not brown. It's just it's clear, and you can peel it off of the flesh of the walnut, and in the fresh walnut, a fresh walnut kind of meat is so good, and it's so creamy. It's really good. I prefer it over the roasted walnut, but it is there. Sorry, that's a tangent of I know my nuts. Nordic Skis is super hazelnutty. Oh yeah, I sold that bottle. And Pour Reverie from Maison Violet. Hi, boss. How are you? In Harry Potter, Amoretintia is the most powerful love potion. It has a distinct smell for each person, and it smells like what you most when you like most. What 1 to 3 smell would be the potion? Oh, 1 to 3 smells would be the potion smell like to you. Smell for each person, and smells like what you like the most. Oh, God, that's a hard question. Well, the thing is, I could have, Iris is one, like, or, it's just kind of the same. Iris is one. The other smells that I would say it's the amber, but the kind of amber that I like, and not to wear, but to smell, and the memories. This will be surprising. It's going to be lilac, because I have lots of memories with lilac. It's like a really emotional attachment with lilac. Scent of the day, Dolce Gabbana, Devotion. Nice. Walnut soaked in salt water. Yes. Scent of the day, Bel Respiro. Nice. Iris and vanilla gotta be yes, but like that visceral connection. Vanilla I like, but that visceral connection is deeper in Iris, amber, and lilac. Those are like the smells that. And I mean, vanilla. If there was 4 number, it was the 4. It would be vanilla. I don't know, guys. You tell me what are yours. Vanilla and amber, got it. Yeah, like it's all those resinous notes. Maybe I just cheated a little bit, because amber is not just one thing; it's like a bunch of them. I'm gonna go get the Iris ganache, and I'm gonna get the Dante Bra, and then we can compare them all. Just wait a second. I'm just gonna turn this a little bit so you don't see where I am. Okay. See. Don't bra. Oh, here. Here we are back. Don't bra. Okay. How come that was? Alright, so there we have Don't Bra by Maurice Russell. Okay, we'll see if there's any difference and similarities between them. Gunina, I've been munching too many walnuts and almonds these days. Yes, they're addictive. You know what I don't like though? Like peanuts, if they're not roasted. Oof, disgusting. It's not roasted and salted. Like, ugh. My parents would eat that for health benefits, not roasted and not salted, and it was disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I couldn't handle it. Ew, way. Okay, so Don't Bra by Frederick Malle, and the perfumer is Maurice Russell. No, there's much more violet in this one and patchouli, actually. And a little bit of there's something floral. What is kind of? I guess that's jasmine. No, this is way less powdery than this is. This is like a very powdery iris. This has, I feel like there's some citruses in top, but there's a lot more violet and patchouli. And there's some smokiness in this one that this doesn't have. Not at all. They're not similar whatsoever. I stay from cashews as they are too good. Oh, cashews are so good. Cashews are so good. Cashews, sweet, witty smell I find. Almost moist wood, but not rotten. Yes, exactly. And I don't know if Iran produces a lot of cashews. I know, I would get excited. So you would get mixed nuts. So like this is one of the things that you serve in New Year's, like we go visit. So in New Year's in Iran, so the tradition is that you go and visit. Number one, the families who've lost someone in the previous year, you go visit them first, and then everyone from the oldest in the family to the youngest, you go visit them, and it's just basically tradition. And people come to your house, and you put out some snacks and stuff like that. There are always fruits, like giant baskets of fruits, and also nuts. But the prices of nuts has gone nuts, so people have been struggling. But when you get like and for that occasion you get kind of a mixed nuts basically, and I would get so excited when like a lot more cashews in the thing because I liked it so much. All right, thanks for the comparison. Yeah, this is much more. I was like, what it reminds me. Well, let me see what people on Fragrantica said that Le Bras Morphée was similar to. They say Iris Ganache. Ooh, and they say Iris Cartagena. I see that. Like I have Iris Cartagena here. Where is it? Okay. I have Iris Cartagena here. There's that Iris Cartagena, and I have another comparison that people mentioned there, and that is from this house. It's House of Seven Gates, I think. 7 Gates, yeah, 7 Gates, and it called Hedonist. So I have these two that we can compare. What's happening? All right, thanks for the comparison. Oh, okay, what was that? I have a bag of roasted salted nuts on my desk, and it's mocking me as I'm typing. Oh, I know, that's awful. Like my husband got a bag of dill pickle flavored cashews, and I'm like, why? What was the reason for that? Why do I do this to myself? Thoughts on man scents, wood, smoke, etc. I find too many male scents trying to be a lumberjack on a camping trip. It's fine, but boring. Yes. I mean, I feel like, so I do wear like a masculine targeted fragrances a lot. But I find kind of I feel like the whole if you like a perfume and you have the confidence, you will pull it off. Like I feel like that is more into the whole package going together rather than something being masculine or feminine. Like you know what I mean? And there's the whole kind of putting it together, right? Like you do not like I mean I do sometimes wear my very elegant perfumes with my gym clothes, but if let's say you're going to an occasion and it's very like a super formal occasion, and then you're putting something that's like as a man, and you're putting something that's super juvenile and fruity floral. I don't know, that might not be well perceived, versus if you're going to a birthday party with your kids, that might be appropriate. I don't know, I feel like there's a whole aura, it's a whole package that it takes it, not everything. um There are many scents like in a candle, but hate on perfume. Yes, pumpkin. That comes to me is like one of them would be, and chai, like any sort of chai latte kind of into that smell. Chai latte, pumpkin. Those things are candles. They're not to be worn. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm wearing those. I wear lipstick rose as a guy. Brilliant. I mean, I think lipstick rose is fine for a guy. Oh. And it's all in what you, to be honest, I am a whole believer that if you when you believe something looks good on you and suits you, and you're a sane person, given that there's something that your skin chemistry does too. I don't know, maybe your skin chemistry changes and it smells great on you. I have no idea. Pumpkin and Bengal spice, um, are some I love. Yeah. Okay, so what was I doing? Which one was this? Did I even spray this? No, I probably didn't. I don't know which one. Okay. All right, so let's spray this from the House of Seven Gates. And this is Heroine. Now, I know people have been comparing these two, but they're not the same at all, to be honest. This one, there's a little bit of a booziness in the opening. I think that's a cognac. There's no heliotrope in this one. It's not as powdery as the other one. It's more kind of a clear and translucent than the Morphée. And vetiver in this one, it's a little bit more nuanced. I comparing to the other one. I know there's iris, but it's not. It's not also orris to me. It's just this is an iris. So the notes in this one are cognac, violet leaf, bergamot, iris, ambrette, mimosa, musk, vanilla, sandalwood, vetiver, and oak moss. Now it may turn out a little bit differently, but I feel like the other one has a better. Probably longevity and sillage too. Yeah, this is different scent. They're not even comparable. Like I know people have been saying that these are the same, but people would say anything iris is like smells the same. So this is not. Yeah, if you feel comfortable, yeah, you also just exude confidence. Yes, exactly. It's just and when you're confident, when people see you, like before even they approach you to smell you, they have a perception of you. Like they have a perception of you in their mind that changes whatever you smell or whatever you say or whatever you do. Like that would change. They're seeing things from the filter of their perception, right? And it's so fascinating when you think about memories, like when people have memories, why two people who are seeing the same incident have different memories of the incident is never almost exactly the same. And it's because given your circumstances, your perception, the state of mood you are, the time of the day it is, that your memory of an incident might be different. And it's the same thing when people have a perception of you in their mind, and then they approach you, like before even they talk to you or whatever, that changes what they're seeing, what they're smelling, what they're feeling even at the moment. It's amazing. Seven Gates label is a little bit yeah, I know. I think this is a Turkish brand, isn't it? I don't, let me check. Da, 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 da. Let's see, is this a Turkish brand? I thought it was, but might not be. Yes, it's a Turkish brand. And in 2021, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then they have a fragrance. 10. They have a fragrance called Immortel Shade. Interesting. You have, and that has a good rating, 4.3. Notes on that one is myrrh, clary sage, rum, bergamot, orris root, black tea, vetiver, immortel, amber, Madagascar vanilla, birch, tobacco, and cedar. This is how you fall into a slippery slope and a rabbit hole of things. I am back. What are we talking about? So we're talking about comparisons. So one of the comparisons to this fragrance that I just smelled, it's called Heroine from House of Seven Gates, which is a Turkish brand. And now I see, hold on, let's see, Seven Gates. And now I see Seven Gates perfumes, that they have other perfumes that sound interesting on the website. And I'm wondering if they have a discovery kit. So Scent Split has these ones, seven gates, so you don't have to, order it from Turkey. They have it stuff from there, and I think they also do samples of them. Now I don't know if they have a sample set of these ones. They have all of them like in bottles available, but and also samples, but not. I don't know if they have the whole sample set. Let's see. Is there an official website? I don't see an official website. Okay, so it's perfume Turkey official website. Maybe. Let's see. Official website. I don't see it. Oh, they have a discovery kit, but it's not on their own website. It's called in this website Parfum Le Dance. I think it's a UK store, and the discovery set is £55 and includes 10 samples of 2 ml of each. Okay, so there's that. Hi Milad. Thoughts on dried mango? Ever had it? Yes, I have. I've had dried mango. Like it yummy. I like dried mango. Dried fruit are also big in Iran as well. And traditionally, it was when you couldn't have access to like fresh fruits in winter. You would have dried fruits, including like a lot of it would be like fig, apples. What other dried fruit? Oh, we dry mulberry. I was just trying to think what other. Oh, and persimmon. So those would be traditionally the fruits that was available as a snack for winter. And not mango, but over the years, it became more and more popular to these kind of exotic fruits like kiwi and also the other things to dry them up. So I used to enjoy them very much on dried mango. Is the Hellenist anything like any of the Celine's? This could be like the third cousin of black tie, but it's not it. No. And I'm gonna say, even though black tie obviously is like a luxury designer, you smell it, you know it, it's very luxury designer, it's kind of old, it's very smooth and well-rounded. This is more, and again, nothing against the perfume, but you're smelling niche when you're smelling this one, to me anyways, because it's the composition, they're not, how can I say, black tie is more mass appealing than this one. How can I say that? Is that, I don't know. I don't know if it's fair. Bobby Deere says, sounds great. Here's in Hawaii. Pickled mango is a local treat. Oh, yes. And in Thailand, there was this fresh mango on a stick. And they would put this cayenne pepper on it. Cayenne pepper? Yeah, I think they would put cayenne pepper or chili pepper. I don't know, on it. There was just these red flakes on it. And it was a kind of a snack that they would sell it. And I remember I had gone to their version of Disney World, I think. And after being on many rides that turned me upside down and turned me around, it was just a lot of fun. I ended up having some of those mango sticks, and Yikes, that was a bad idea because it was a 60-kilometer ride back to Bangkok, and I barfed in the car. But the cab driver was ready for that. He knew, and he had a bag, so it wasn't a disaster. So even that. Cosmic latte is a term coined by a team of astronauts from Johns Hopkins University to describe the average color of the galaxies of the universe. Interesting. Wonder what that would be smell like. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, there's no smell you can't smell anything in space because there's no air, right? So if there's no air, there's no smell. So, but it is interesting. I think what I heard, one of these brands had this thing about it, and it said that when the astronauts go out on the International Space Station and come back inside, there's a specific smell that exudes from their suit. That is kind of a smell of space. That is kind of more coined as a smell of space, but I get it. And then the galaxy colors, I think there's a lot of them. They're using not gas chromatography, but like they're using these machines to see kind of galaxy in deep better. They're using these machines that they're kind of like coloring certain elements in certain different color. It is not that color. It's probably has like almost white or no color. So that's what they're coloring out. So it's not really. But what I found interesting, it was someone had translated a solar storm to a piece of music, and it was very interesting that how they did that. But it was really interesting. Pickled mango, okay. Bobby want to be friends. Yes, be careful. I'm joking. Makes sense. When did you barf in the cab? Why? Well, because I was in a lot of rides. Like it was all these kind of crazy rides, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then I ate like these kind of chili pepper or cayenne pepper mangoes, and then I took a cab ride, and it just turned my stomach because it was just not good. Sure, no smell technically, but if it doesn't have a smell, it would be burning and sweet. Just yeah, I feel like that too. So let's go try this iris ganache and see if there are any similarities between. I don't think so. So the first time I smelled iris ganache, to be honest, I was not impressed at all because it's been such a holy grail of fragrances to find, and I was expecting something that would be just like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting something weird, and it's not. But this one, I do smell cinnamon, patchouli, iris, and it's almost sometimes it comes a little bit boozy to me. And the vanilla, obviously. Yeah, this is in a different category of this one. This is not even the same kind of iris we're talking about. This is kind of the iris that it would be like if I'm comparing the texture, it would be a texture of like a body butter, something like that. Do you have any updates on the Pasha fragrances? Yeah, I think amber absolutely is number one amber in my collection, and that's big. I just didn't enter it in my two amber comparison because it came late to the ambers. And Iris Noir, I wasn't too much of a fan of it when I started wearing it, but then as I wore it, it just developed so beautifully during the day. I really, really like it. Music can have a smell or color if you have synesthesia. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, it does. In fact, sometimes when I get outside and like it's here anyways, when it's gonna snow during the day, in the morning when you wake up, it's a pink hue in the sky, like it's really pinkish, pink, kind of purplish. And I associate that with the music from my childhood. So I kind of often play it in that in that time. Iris ganache, yes. Now you have said that I have heard of a brand that's associating music notes from the fragrance notes in any way. Oh, interesting. Very nice. This is not the same at all either. So not close. Not close to this one. I know it is close. I think the most close one would be Iris Cartagena, to be honest. Let's see. Let's see if this is the closest. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. This is the closest to D. No, it wasn't this one. I'm gonna say the Hellenist one is a little bit more nuanced comparing to Iris Cartagena, and I don't get a lot of vanilla or tonka from Iris Cartagena. It may be in it, but I don't get that in here, and it's a, like tad bit less sweet and a lot more woody in general. Yeah, but this is the closest comparison. If you're going to compare this Hellenist, to me anyways, the Hellenist to something, Iris Cartagena would be the one that is closest to it. So there is that. What else is up? I think we are doing good. Maybe it's time to wrap this up. Please let me know in comments what do you think of the fragrance. What do you think of have you tried it? What do you think of the comments that I made? If you have tried anything else from the House of Hellenist or Seven Gates, let me know. I am curious. I wonder if there's somewhere to buy the samples. Did you end up preferring the X-Straight or EDP? Cartagena? I think, to be honest, it's I've put it there. I have not done a full wear test with these two. I had tried the Cartagena X-Straight before, but I have not tried the EDP as a full wear. I just sniffed it when it arrived, and it's just sitting in the pile over there with things that I need to be trying and giving it. So what I felt it was different between the EDP and X-Straight was X-Straight is a little austere, or I don't know if it's austere or aloof fragrance. It's like, don't talk to me, don't come here. I am beautiful, but I'm not interested. And the Iris Cartagena EDP is a little more, hey, I'm friendly. It has a little bit of a brightness into it that the Iris X-Straight doesn't have. Let's see if I can see the EDP here. And I think the notes are different. It might have some fruits in the Cartagena. There's a little bit of fruity nuance. 502 EDP. Yeah. I think I saw some. Yeah, so this one is rum, cacao, mandarin. Yeah, it's probably the mandarin. Mandarin, petit grain, orris, sandalwood, vanilla, eucalyptus, coffee, cocoa butter, papyrus, and vetiver. This is like, I don't know why I have these like ridiculous comments. This is me before 10 o'clock. This is me after 10 o'clock. More approachable. Yeah, it is very, like, they're similar, but there's brighter notes in the EDP. That makes it more approachable. Probably it's a little bit more mass appealing as well. The discovery said on their website, Seven Gates or Hellenist? You should be wearing Ensemble Mythique today, sure, for sure. Well, okay. Well, let's see. Where's my Ensemble Mythique? But I'm wearing Hellenist already, so I don't wanna. I don't wanna mix it. But my bottle is over there. But I maybe yes. 10 o'clock on Mitra is this one, and this is probably after 10 o'clock. After having coffee, after having breakfast, after having drop off the kids, and after settling down to the fact that I have to work today, this would be. Helena's had a discovery. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yes, yes. Helena's had a discovery set, but I don't know if the 7 gate one has one. And it seems like there is one on that UK channel, but like the website. But I don't have it here. Anyways, I gotta go. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for commenting, participating. Have fun, and we shall see you later. Bye bye.